All right, let's take a trip back. 25 years ago, there were more than 23,000 video stores in the United States, and they employed hundreds of thousands of people. Now there is one sole Blockbuster store that's still open, and it's in Oregon.
Actually, there's a really good documentary about it, but there are other similar changes in other industries, few more than energy production. Tonight's Buckley Report shows us how a professor from Wake Forest University believes it's a huge opportunity for America and its workers.
As fossil fuel takes that truck past Mark Curtis' office in Kirby Hall on the Wake Forest University campus, he sees a brighter future for American energy production.
Electricity coming from solar and wind is dramatically growing, and it's going to, so this is just new capacity right here, but this is, so I've got solar and wind energy is just expanding like crazy.
According to the U.S. Information Administration, wind and solar provided nearly a fifth of American energy production in the first third of this year. And all renewables combined now make up more than a quarter of U.S. energy, while coal continues to drop and is now below 15%. That's creating a seismic shift in American jobs from what Curtis calls the dirtier ones to cleaner ones.
I mean, this is not a new thing, right? So, I mean, coal communities, coal workers have been declining dramatically. I mean, right now we've got less than, say, I think we're at 45,000 coal workers entirely in the United States.
Fewer than a third of the number we had just a decade ago. Curtis' new research paper, Workers and the Green Energy Transition, lays out the case that it's a rapid change the country needs to embrace.
Especially the manufacturing sector jobs and the green jobs in general, my research has found that they pay roughly on par, if not slightly more than some traditional dirty, energy-intensive manufacturing jobs, right? So these tend to be good jobs.
About delivering progress and prosperity to American families.
Curtis credits President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act with providing the financial playing field that it took for the U.S. to invest in renewable energy production plants here.
Even a year ago, right, the vast majority of solar panels especially were produced abroad and were imported. But over the last year, there's been largely, I would say, as a result of the subsidies that are part of the Inflation Reduction Act, we're seeing a lot more of that production start to come home.
Republicans in Congress have criticized those subsidies as the government picking economic winners and losers, which it has a poor track record of doing over the last 50 years.
The government isn't necessarily picking winners and losers. What they're doing is they're trying to appropriately put a price and provide incentives for clean energy because of the negative effects that dirty energy has. Normally what we would like to say is we'd like to put a price on pollution, right? We'd like to make this a market economy. So rather than paying zero for pollution, we actually put a price on pollution. Not taxing pollution is its own form of a subsidy, and we've been providing that subsidy since fossil fuels first came to the United States.
The older a worker is, and especially those without a college education, the more likely they are to go from one carbon-intensive dirty job to another. But Professor Curtis believes the forecast for clean energy jobs in the U.S. is, well, sunny.
I'm optimistic about the future.
Bob Buckley, Fox 8 News.
Professor Curtis believes that it's likely to take a combination of renewable energy and nuclear power to get America off most of its fossil fuels, but that could happen in a decade or so and at the rate that we're currently moving.